What's going on, y'all? H-Stock here, going to be talking about a controversy that's been going on surrounding Kylie Jenner. Now, typically, I don't keep up with the Kardashians, but this kind of caught the ire and rage of a lot of people. I shit you not. It's literally this. It's a picture of Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott embracing each other, saying, "You want to take mine or yours?" Asked to talk about their own private jet. And we've seen this all the time. Like, any of y'all OG Instagram users remember the memes about bag goals, and it'd be like, you know, you and your girl like on top of like, you know, fancy ass cars around nice ass houses and shit. That used to be the glory days of Instagram. And what I can recall, nobody cared about you posting stuff like that because that was an actual goal people was working towards. But apparently the internet did not like this at all. Kylie Jenner being called a climate criminal after it was discovered she uses her private plane for 3-minute long flights. A climate criminal? Are we really doing this? But can you believe this? Climate criminal is the basis of this outrage over private jets. Now this reads, so Celebrity Jets, an automated Twitter account that reports private flights by celebrities, reported back on July 13th, Kylie Jenner's private jet took off from Camarillo Airport in California and reportedly flew 3 minutes to Van Nuys Airport. In context, these two locations are 40 miles and roughly the same amount of minutes apart if you're traveling by car, but screw that, screw Earth, because taking a jet is apparently more than 10 times faster, minus all the prep work to even get the jet ready for flight and all that jazz. So let's break it down. For the most part, much of the reaction amounted to calling Kylie a full-time climate criminal for flying private. Why? According to Transport and Environment, private jets can be anywhere from 5 to 14 times more polluting than commercial planes and 50 times more polluting than trains. And while technically cars aren't as CO2 effective as planes due to gas passenger per distance ratio, even that would have been much less polluting than a private jet given the distance. So basically this kind of comes off as we hate the Kardashians and we're just gonna find something to nitpick about. Let's go through some of these tweets showing how people are riled up about. 80% of people never taking a plane, and Kylie Jenner's out here taking regular 10-minute flights. 5 flights in the last week under 30 minutes. One was 3 minutes long. Her carbon footprint for one 10-minute flight is more than some people make in a year. Kylie Jenner out here taking 3-minute flights with her private jet, but I'm the one who has to use paper straws. Europe is on fire. Meanwhile, Kylie Jenner is taking 15-minute trips in her private jet. I can recycle everything, buy all my clothes secondhand, compost and grow my own food for the rest of my life. It wouldn't even begin to offset the footprint from one of her flights. And I promise this is going to be the last one. I did not sacrifice plastic straws for Kylie Jenner to single-handedly cause climate change. Please, for the love of God, can the Kardashians not be fucking irritating for 5 minutes? What is she doing but flying a plane? I feel bad for Kylie. Y'all only have a problem with what she's doing because her name is a Kardashian. Jenner. She's related to them. This is why. It isn't because of Kylie. It's because Kardashian. It's because of Kim. That's why. So, and I get it. It's cool to hate the Kardashians, but come on. If this had been anybody else, if this had been somebody like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy, do you think anybody would give a shit about this? No. You know why? Because people like to pick and choose. They don't like to have the same energy for everything. If you're gonna come at Kylie about this, I expect you to come at every celebrity like this. Like, why don't y'all come at Tom Cruise like this? Ben Affleck, J-Lo. If they did the same thing, nobody would bat an eye. But because it's Kylie Jenner, y'all want to pick on her. And y'all try to use the notion of a carbon footprint that, by the way, nobody gives a fuck about. Not saying nobody should care about climate change. Why is it we live in a society that wants to be rich, aspires to be rich, has high goals and expectations, and aspirations, but hates on the rich. You can't hate the rich but want to be in their position. Any one of these people I just showed you, I guarantee you if they was in Kylie's shoes, they would love it. They would love to be in Kylie's shoes taking a 3-minute flight. They would love it. But the question is, what are you doing to get there? If you're not putting in the work to make sure you can afford a private jet, then shut up. Don't complain what a celebrity does. I get it. The rich elite have influence on what goes on in the world. I get all of that. But come on, give it a break. There's some things that every rich person should not give a fuck about. And I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's some things they should not care about. That's what world leaders are for. That's what politicians are for. They're paid to give a fuck. These rich people have worked their asses off just to get where they're at. Now, I know people could look at Kylie like, listen, you're a Kardashian, you were born into wealth, but that's not her fault. She didn't choose that. Her parents chose that life for her because they wanted better for her. They wanted to create generational wealth. But if you don't even care about trying to create generational wealth, then you have way less of a reason to complain. Like, if you're not trying to get where they at, if you're not trying to create generational wealth, then what the hell are you doing? You wasting your time worried about what they doing. We all aspire to be rich. Now, we know not everybody's going to be rich. You can't have everybody in the world be rich, because you kind of need, unfortunately, things to level out, have a level playing field. You need to have people in the middle class. You need to have people in the upper class. And I think the only ones who are really having an issue with what Kylie Jenner did are people who's not trying to be rich, or people who's not trying to one day create generational wealth. And not only that, but have like a network of people they can just put on. I ain't gonna say put on, but kind of like give them a blueprint of how they got to where they're at. If that's not you, if that's not what you're trying to do, then stop worrying about what these celebrities do. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Till next time, it's my H-Dog here, and I'm out. Peace.